Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel at Alexandru. Watch this clip carefully for at least 30-40 seconds, and you will definitely understand this clip. Enjoy! Once again I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Stay with me in the next few minutes, and you will definitely understand the quality of this clip and the interest it holds. In this clip I will talk, discuss, analyze and show you about Shiva. Okay, let's beat it. Shiva, Sanskrit, Hindi, also known as Siva, spelled Eva in official transliteration IST, is a form of Ishvara in the Hindu religion, especially in late Vedic writings. He is also the supreme god in Shaivism, one of the main branches of Hinduism practiced in India. Belonging to the divine Trimurti Trinity, Shiva is the god of destruction, while Brahma is the creator and Vishnu the preserver and preserver. Even though he represents destruction, Shiva is seen as a positive force in the universe because destruction is, in Hinduism, the natural consequence of creation. Philosopher Adi Sankara interprets Shiva's name as meaning, he who purifies whoever utters his name, or, the pure one. Dance is the most beautiful art, because it is not the translation or abstraction of life, he is life itself. Havelock Ellis. To the ancient Indians, dance meant the ideal geometry of form, the twinning of the arts, but at the same time dynamism. Shiva, the symbol of Hindu mythology, considered the source of all activity, was also the supreme prince of dance. He danced without ceasing, his dance symbolizing the creative force of nature. The 108 styles invented by Shiva were passed down to the learned Bharata, the author of the famous treatise, 6,000 verses, on dance, poetry and theatre. Shiva's place in Hindu mythology, the foremost god in the pantheon of India. According to some indications, one of the oldest, though not known by name in the Vedas except as Rudra, and mentioned as Shiva only in the Ramayana, and later, composing with Brahma and Vishnu the supreme triad. Over time, the two divinities merging, Shiva becomes a god with two poses, symbolizing the balance of forces in the universe, represented by two opposing principles or directions, the destruction or repair of the universe. Poses of Shiva. Rudra, as the destroyer of the universe, is the negative cosmic energy, sometimes also manifested in female forms, as hypostasis of Shiva, or usually in conjunction with his plurinominal wife, who always sits to the left of the god. Sakti, the goddess of life and death, who is also Kali, the Black One, the devourer of the world, or Yuma. Another goddess considered to be Shiva's wife is Parvati, the daughter of the Himalayas, and her evil counterpart, Durga, the unapproachable, the goddess of war and slaughter. Shiva, the repairer of the destroyed universe, is the positive cosmic energy, the source of the reproductive force, and the fecundating divinity, having, in this pose of fecundating the universe, as the main symbol, the phallic organ, lingam, still revered today, as a symbol of the creative force, and considered invested with magical powers, being worn in contemporary India often as an amulet. Moreover, in India today there are many obelisks symbolizing the lingam, which the faithful worship. Shiva's name, or epithets. Statue of Shiva as cosmic dancer, Shiva Natra. Shiva has 1008 names or epithets, translating his various attributes. Among the most important are Mahayogi, the great ascetic; Vibhava, the shining one; Lokadhara, builder of the world; Isha, the master; Ugra, the almighty; Pasupati, the good shepherd; Pinakan, the one armed with the trident; Hara, the destroyer; Kapilamalan, the wearer of the necklace of skulls; Mrita, the merciful; Shambhu, bringer of sand; Muvan, the magician; Natra, divine dancer; Dakshinamurti, the divine teacher; Bhikshatana, he who awakens love; Durjati, the ascetic; Kamari, master of desires; Ardhanarishvara, the androgynous; Umapati, sovereign of love; Virupaksha, lord of the third eye. Attributes of Shiva. The god can interrupt the cycle of reincarnations, samsara. Whoever puts a flower on Shiva's head with his hand, saying the 6-syllable verse, he is not reborn. Pankatansharai, 168. The 6 syllables are, Nama Shiva, meaning, worship of Shiva, is the sacred syllable with which the invocation of any god begins. At the same time, Shiva is the protector of ascetics and the possessor of the magical power of meditation and penance. In this pose he is often represented as a naked ascetic, with ashes on his body, and a skull in his hand, in which he collects the alms of the people, wearing the skull being the punishment received by the god after killed a Brahmin. In his travels, Shiva uses his bull, Nandi, as his vehicle. There is a strange episode in the Mahabharata, relatable to the vulnerability of the gods of India. The king Hiranyakashipu, the lord of the Daitya demons, defeating Indra, robs Shiva of the rule over the 3 worlds, but being proud he persecutes his son, Prahlada, who worships Vishnu, and the latter kills him. The myth points out that Shiva remained kingless for 1,000,000 years. In the worship of Shiva, the so-called evening ritual, prey dosha, is of primary importance. Representations of Shiva. The plastic representations of Shiva are diverse. He is often depicted as five-faced, with flowing hair in a bun and topped with the symbol of the river Ganges. Another depiction depicts him as having black, like Krishna, or bruised skin. This is a result of the moment when, in the cosmogonic framework of the stirring of the primordial ocean, among the treasures, the Kalakuta venom had come to light, which the god drank to rid the universe of poisoning, only bruising himself. Another widespread image is that he is seated in a circle, bordered by flames, having 4 arms and 2 wings of flames, while performing the Tandava dance on the body of a demon, symbolizing the triple demonic space city Tripura. Shiva's family. Thank you for watching until the end, and I hope you understood something and liked it.